everybody, this is Lance Danger and welcome to the Danger Zone. And this is episode numbers 38 to 42 of 100 Days of Making Comics. Right now I'm in the final week of the winter semester at school, so it's been pretty hectic. I have been working on my comics and projects. I just haven't been able to try to make some time for it because I'm in the middle of finals right now and other tests that I'm taking. So that has been pretty time consuming. It's been very emotionally exhausting because it's a basically a 12-week course done in 6 weeks, and I'm a bit under the weather right now because the weather has been absolutely bipolar here in New York. Like, yes, the other day it was down to 3 degrees and it felt like minus 15, and now we're in the 50s all of a sudden. And one night it snowed and then it's rain and it's the 50s, and all back to back to back. So I'm a bit under the weather. As you can see, I'm wearing I busted out the Star Trek. I'm not even on medicine right now. I busted out the Star Wars hoodie for this one to show a little swag for this video, a little bit of swagger. Anyway, as I mentioned, I worked on my comics. I've been working a lot actually on doing an overhaul in the webcomic section at the Truthful Comics website. I've also been playing around my website also, trying to make it a little more reader friendly, the webcomic section, and I've been taking into consideration some suggestions that some artist friends have been giving me as well, so I might implement that as well. The biggest challenge was the Truthful Comics portion of the webcomic section, because since that's not just myself, there's other creators involved in it as well. I had to take a whole lot of that catalog and backstory and all those different chapters of those different comics and try to just organize a portal so that people can reach it easily and be able to identify which story is which and so on and so forth. Of course, we're doing it on Weebly.com. The site is pretty good, it's pretty solid, but it's not very friendly for like webcomicking. I've discovered, like, I've always known that, but somehow it's gotten worse in a way. I don't even know how that was even possible. I'm thinking about maybe moving my own site to a different domain, like maybe do my own domain with WordPress like I had done at one point. The only problem would be the space that I'll have for uploading stuff, the disk space for it. So I don't know. I would have to most likely do a plan for it, but I have so much material now that I'll have to wait and see what exactly to do and what are the best options for getting a domain for like uploading it through WordPress and all that. I know my way around WordPress. I've had WordPress sites before. It's just as I've gotten increasingly busy with other stuff since I'm a one-man show still in many aspects. Like, I do everything on my website. I do all the content. I do all the web design. I do pretty much everything. And that's pretty much why I gave up on WordPress to an extent, because it was just easier and quicker to just do something from a customizable template like Weebly offers and kind of just like go with the motions. And I don't know, lately I've been kind of missing that whole doing it by yourself from scratch and just kind of having things done like how you would really want them to be, like one particular vision for it. So I might eventually go back to my old WordPress ways, most likely. So that's a project that I'll probably be doing throughout the rest of the year, so I can upload my comics better there, so I can upload my other content like blogs and portfolios and just art galleries there as well, in a much better organic way, in a much more web friendly way that people can just go in and check that stuff out all nicely without getting too confused or anything. So yeah, that's basically it for the comic portion. I haven't drawn that much on the comic because, as I said, the past couple of days it's been more on the technical aspect of working on the two main websites, my personal website and the Truthful Comics website that I share with my co-conspirators, Manuel Carmona and Corey Rockbottom Davis. So yeah, as always, the links are going to be down in the description box, so you can check that out. I've also been updating Stupid the Cat over at the Duck Webcomics. As some of you may know already, the Stupid the Cat has already ended in both Truthful Comics and my personal website as well. But in Drug Duck, I have been uploading them one by one. It's more convenient for people to be able to actually read it better. It's better to not do like a bulk upload and have it be there because sometimes you can write in the description the bottom like and the latest page that shows up, you can write like, hey, like you can go back a couple of strips because I mass uploaded, so you can like read like from that point to now, so you won't miss a beat. And sometimes people just don't read the description, like the author's note on the Duck Web Comics, and they'll just like read the strip and leave and not like check out the strips that came before unless it's people that already know you for writing stuff on the author's notes and check it out, and then they'll go back and check out whatever they had missed. But in the majority of times people just kind of don't really read the author's notes, so it gets kind of lost in the shuffle. So it's better to just update it one page at a time over at the Duck Web Comics. God, I love that place. Like they've actually put statistics back on the site. I think I may have mentioned it before, and it's really overwhelming to see that my main web comic, Fred Peterson, the Mighty Warlord, is still getting pretty decent views despite the fact that I really haven't been able to update just yet. Hopefully next week I'll be able to start updating again on my main webcomic now that I've gotten rid of not gotten rid of, but now that I finished a couple of projects, I can like concentrate on that more. And I'm also going to be ending school this week as well for at least 2 weeks. So I'll have like 2 weeks off before the spring semester starts. So I'll be able to just concentrate a lot on that as well to just catapult finishing the Exorcist one shot and of course chapter 21 of my webcomic of Fred Peterson, the Mighty Warlord. So that way I can get Exorcist out of the way and concentrate on my miniseries Clown Rogue Assassin that was co-written by my friend Alfred Gomez, and that's been stuck on chapter 2 for quite a few years now. And it's a 4 chapter miniseries, so I really would like to get that done as well. And of course, work on the printed version of Fred Peterson, the Mighty Warlord. So that's pretty much it. I've been sketching every day as well to not lose that touch. Like, I don't know if you can see on that well, the glare is a bit off, but I finally finished drawing the Gatchaman team, and here is Ryu, or Ryu if you prefer, and he was the pilot of the God Phoenix. And I've always been kind of indifferent to this character, to be honest. Like, sometimes he would actually piss me off, because I know he was supposed to be partly comedy relief as well. Like, Keop in a way was also kind of comedy relief, but sometimes Ryu would just piss me off. Like I've been watching the series again. I think I mentioned on Hulu they have the original Japanese version of Gatchaman or G-Force Battle of the Planets. I don't know how you might refer to it. They actually have both editions. They have Battle of the Planets as it aired in the U.S. and the original Japanese unedited version from named Gatchaman, and I've been watching Gatchaman, of course, instead, just so I can like see all the details of why it was edited in the first place. It's actually surprisingly bloody. It was definitely bloodier than what it was in the U.S., so that's already turns it up a couple of notches in my book. And Ryu just went to the floor. Something he would probably do in the series as well. But anyway, I've been watching it from the beginning, and there's this one episode that the God Phoenix is underwater hiding from, well, the headquarters while the team infiltrates the headquarters. And Ryu stayed behind in the on the ship, so they can make a quick getaway afterwards. But of course, things don't go as planned, and they actually find them out and they see where the ship is hiding and they fire missiles towards the God Phoenix, and Joe is trying to reach him on the communicator frantically to tell him to get away, that there's missiles going at him, and Ryu is just like sleeping. He's just sleeping on the chair, like no care in the world. That bastard. He's just sleeping there, and then of course when he wakes up, like the missiles are about to hit, and he's like, oh god, Ryu, Ryu, oh. So that was that, and I also did the next day. Kind of keeping in theme with the old school anime. Like here is Keith Kogane, or Akira Kogane as he is called in the original Japanese edition of Voltron, or God Beast Go Lion, something like that. I don't recall completely how it's called. So yeah, this is Keith. Voltron was my introduction to anime when I was a little kid. I, like any 80s kid, I loved the hell out of Voltron. It was still like I started watching it actually previously to starting watching Gatchaman, and I kind of fell by the wayside. I haven't finished watching it. I was watching the original uncut version as well, this time on Crunchyroll, because Crunchyroll, I don't know if they still have it. I think they do. I'll probably finish it after I finish Gatchaman, most likely. But yeah, like this video is kind of running around over 13 minutes already, so I think I'm going to cut it here. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be uploading speed paintings of the comic book pages and such, and probably talk a lot less and ramble a lot less. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and this was another flawless victory, and catch you all next time.